Incredible flavours, even better stories. One pour, 10 minutes. Aussie bourbon lovers sharing bourbon with Australia.
A popless start to an episode. It's weird, isn't it?
I know, it's strange.
But there's a reason.
Something different about this episode.
Something different about this episode.
There's no whiskey drinking involved?
No, there's no whiskey drinking. It's weird to have an episode of Aussie Bourbon Lovers.
Without the pop?
One
without the
pour,
whiskey
10 minutes, nothing. No. Because do you know what happened? We went to Michter's, we went to Shively, and we hung out with Dan and Andrea.
Most amazing day ever.
And at the end of recording a podcast episode with them, we surprised them with...
some Australian chocolates.
Yeah. And not a drip of bourbon was consumed during the recording of this episode.
Plenty before and after.
Oh, yeah. Come on. But what we did was we just put just a bit of fun, you know, and this is probably like a normal thing that a lot of Australians when they travel would do is take some Aussie stuff, you know, Tim Tams or whatever, Aussie chocolate, Aussie gifts, whatever. We took two different Australian chocolates.
Yeah, we took Caramello Koalas, Cadbury Caramello Koalas, and some Cadbury Furry Friends, plain milk chocolate. And we asked Dan and Andrea which of their whiskies or bourbons they would pair each of these chocolates with.
So what you're about to see is not what I expected to happen at all. I don't know what you thought was going to happen, but this is not, I did not expect it to be like this. I thought they were going to be very kind and polite and it was going to be, what happened was the most incredible interrogation of flavour and eating experience. And
I learned so much about pairing with like whiskies with food and, well, you'll see.
You'll see what's about to happen.
It's a lot of fun.
It's fair to say that the fun that these guys take in what you're about to experience is exactly what embodies the whole thing that Michter's is. So settle in.
Yeah. And
get one of each of the four Michter's expressions in front of you. Get yourself a Caramello Koala and a Furry Friend and play along at home. Is that right?
And if you don't have any of those things, grab yourself a bourbon.
No, pause and go and get them.
Yes.
This is us in Shively, Kentucky with Dan McKee and Andrew Wilson.
At Michter's.
We're here today with Dan and Andrea from Michter's and we've brought over some little Australian chocolates. This is a Caramello Koala and you've got a little Furry Friend there, which is a milk chocolate. We thought it might be a little bit of fun to see what you would pair it with, which Michter's expression that you...
Which one? I'm going in with Furry Friend.
All right. Yeah, go with the Furry Friend.
The fun about Furry Friends is the character on the front, but I was devastated when I opened one recently to realise that that's not actually printed on the chocolate. So kind of enjoy the wrapper. It's just so Cadbury chocolate, Australian Cadbury chocolate. Which of the Michter's expressions would this best go with?
It's very milk chocolate.
Yep.
Well, first of all, it's fantastic.
I'm trying to be professional, Dan. Let's not use terms like yummy.
My belly like.
I think because of the fat content, like it feels very heavy on your palate. I feel like you need a whiskey that's going to cut through that.
You're allowed to disagree.
So no, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking like the rye. The rye is good to cut through fat. So like if you're eating a steak that's got a heavier fat content or a rich candy or a rich breakfast, the rye seems to be a good
rye for breakfast, Dave. Andrea,
that was your.
Did you?
That was it was prescription. I did up to.
I know there's good rye whiskey in Australia, so are you not having it for breakfast?
We've been doing it wrong the whole time.
It's not just an evening drink, you know that, right?
And the second one
of this yet.
The second one is a Caramello Koala, and it's got a caramel centre.
That's awesome.
This Furry Friend could go with like the sour mash too, because the sour mash starts a little sweet and then it finishes with a little spice. So I think that could be nice too, because the sweetness might actually be kind of fun. You might get a little fruity chocolate and then kind of a cut through of the spice.
And just in general, I mean, obviously I'm very proud of our whiskeys here, but being, you know, a little bit on the lower ABV and really focusing on flavor, I sincerely believe that all four of these whiskeys pair so well with different types of foods, whether it's the steak, the pork, candies, things like that. It's amazing. Rye goes so well with like a smoked salmon, things like that. It's amazing.
Yeah, I want to learn so much more about the pairing.
Yeah.
Because often we go to a lunch and they'll have all the wines paired, and that always amazes me. But now that I drink so much more bourbon, I'm like, surely there's certain foods and candies and chocolates and all that stuff that actually will highlight the flavour.
I'll tell you what. I now know I was missing out on something when I visited Australia.
You didn't.
Where was this? No, where was
every
this?
shop.
Okay.
Did you stop going to the shop?
Apparently, I did not go to the shop. Wow. Both of these are great.
I
This is
really
big.
like the caramel. I really like that kind of. It's almost like traveling along a little caramel river as it moves across your palate. I think it could be great with bourbon. I think it could be great with the American whiskey. I think it could be great. This one could go really in all four of them. I think it could be amazing. I think it would
each to have my chocolate.
No, I
caramel.
think it could accentuate in different ways, I guess is what I'm saying, because I think the caramel is so rich. Like, think of it as like, your bourbon has like typically a fruit character. Well, this almost brings like a caramel apple kind of experience, or a caramelized fruit kind of experience. I think any of these, it could go really beautiful with. Like even, sometimes people, I don't know if they do this in Australia, but we'll do like chocolate covered citrus, like the orange rind or things like that. I could see that, coming from something like the rye, the sour mash, it has a beautiful fruit note as well. It's more like pear and honey, and I could see the caramel coming right in with that. And then the sweetness on the American whiskey, I think could, it's almost like a complimentary type of experience that you could have here. Really, just, these are all amazing.
Do I get to select the bourbon?
Yeah, which one would you pick?
I'm sorry, I got so excited. I was very enthusiastic.
And I will tell you.
Finishing up there.
I'm very fortunate. I get to do pairings with Andrea, and just listening to her and really go into detail is always amazing. I'm going to go with the US 1 small batch bourbon. I agree. I think anyone would tell a different story with the chocolate. But I think because we're going to be slightly higher in ABV at 45.7%, I think that intensity and the richness of this is really going to play very well to each other.
Well, thank you for having a bit of fun with us with our Australian chocolates
Yeah.
and your amazing bourbon.
Which one was your favorite?
Oh,
Which
yeah,
one
did
your
you-
favorite?
I mean, if you're making me pick, I'm going to go with Furry Friends.
Oh, well,
but
Andrea.
I just think because this is... I mean, we're splitting hairs, to be honest with you. You made me pick.
All right, so we're 50-50 because I really like the caramel experience. I love milk chocolate, but I like the caramel experience of the koala. So you chose Furry Friends, I chose koala, and I think you could pair them with all four. I think that's what we got out of this.
Yes.
Yeah, no, and another great thing with milk chocolate, like pairing it with a blue cheese or goat cheese with the unblended American also goes very well. Like people wouldn't think that, but it really does. Take a little cheese, a little chocolate, and then with a nice sip.
I'm gonna go home and try that.
Yep.
Cheese and
We've got
chocolate.
a long to-do list off the back of this podcast.
Oh, this is great. Well, thank you so much for
Yeah.
sharing that with us and for everything that you.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Been great.
So fun.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you're connected with us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and stay connected with us by clicking subscribe on your favourite podcast app.